Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrath and Story. I'm the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, the Flexible Demeanor, and it is my pleasure to document the many adventures of J. Jones, Andrew Dickinger, and their Servo-Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez. When you last left them, Jay and Andrew had received a letter from Timoa to investigate rumors of a supernatural presence upon a crag, a planet ravaged by an ongoing civil war. Under the alias of weapon smugglers, they arrived at Emperor's Island, a man-made shipping hub just offshore of the front lines. After some searching, they found a local bar, hanging beneath the very island structure itself. There they uncovered several rumors about this potential supernatural threat, all pointing to the war-torn city of All Rankin. But before they could investigate further, they were stopped just outside the bar by what appears to be a gang of local thugs. Can our boys talk their way out of this one? Let's find out.
All right, Daniel, I got you back on. It seems like we may be surrounded. What's going on here?
Yeah, there are a lot of shady characters on the walkway in front of us and the walkway behind us. They're looking pretty grumpy.
Maybe they're just selling something.
Yeah.
You know?
That group might be selling that flamer they have.
That's true.
I mean, I do love a good flamer.
We don't know what the the protocol is here on Emperor's Island. It might just be a big old barter place. I've got this flamer. You've got some thing for me.
It's
I
just
don't know.
aggressive sales. I mean, they sell Jay by
We've got deals.
Showing it off.
We've got deals, and you're gonna listen to every single one of them.
They jump out from the corner, and then they fire the flamethrower into the air and startle you, and they're like, "Isn't this a sick flamethrower? You want it, right? Take it now."
Are you terrified? Just imagine how terrified your enemies will be. Special discount today.
One of these sort of goons, and again, it's not like they have any uniforms or anything. It's just a bunch of sort of hardy humans that have makeshift.
Would you say
like
they're a bunch
armor.
of hardy boys?
Well, and ladies and bees.
Some
I don't know, I'm
Hardians?
not really getting a good look, but
Fair enough.
they are armed with a variety of weapons, everything from knives and clubs to las guns. Like I said, I think one of them is a flamer over there.
Jeez.
And they're all looking very nasty. But this one who is stepping forward says, "You're not from around here, are you?"
What gave it away? As I look down at my outfit with my scarf and my chameleon cloak, and I look at Andrew in his power armor. I guess you're more of the one that's standing out, because as I've indicated, I've made with my chameleon cloak look like I'm just wearing like an old coat. But you know, not much we can do about that.
You're barely fitting on this walkway in your power armor already.
We should actually clarify, Daniel, how wide are these walkways? Because clearly they've blocked us off from the front and the back.
You could fit about 2 people shoulder to shoulder on them. It's a tight squeeze, but you can fit about 2 people shoulder to shoulder. With Andrew, though, he's a little bit bigger than a normal person. Thankfully, you, Jay, are smaller, and more
Careful.
lean.
Careful, I'm lithe. I'm very lithe. Very
Very
flexible.
You can slide by.
So you could sort of fit next to Andrew, but it is sort of a tight squeeze. You'll have to be careful because, you don't want to fall into the ocean below. It does not look like there are any life preservers or like one of those little rings you're supposed to throw, a lifesaver ring or anything like that.
Yeah. There's no activities going on down there beneath us. Like, is this Emperor's Island not investing in some scuba classes that people could sign up for, or jet skis that happen to be skimming
you're
around?
still really set on the idea that this is a theme park, but
I know.
It's not a theme park.
I'm just saying,
Damn it.
it's a revenue stream that this island really hasn't considered. It's a market they could really open up. It's just
I don't
a
like
shame.
being ignored while you talk to your stupid skull.
Well, to be fair, you were interrupting the conversation I was just having with my very smart, very, very valuable skull. That's right, Daniel. You're our Grand High Marshal, and we appreciate you and all the value.
Damn it! I knew I
had.
should have installed that inflatable life preserver system.
Wait, what?
It's the things you forget, you know. You never really. We haven't been to a lot of water planets, you know. So I'm like,
Yeah, I try to think back to a time we were on the water for a prolonged period of time, but all I can remember is great pain. I feel like I've blocked it out for some reason. I can't remember why.
oh, I deleted those memories a long time ago.
You keep getting distracted from the conversation here.
Okay, well,
I don't think you get what's going on. You're a newcomer. You don't really know how things go here on Emperor's Island.
yeah, I mean,
We're the welcoming committee. Yeah, we're the welcoming committee.
Holy shit! It's a secret amusement park.
oh man, I was
Man.
hoping. Oh, all that stuff up there is just part of the theme. It's like this
Dude,
island looks
They
like
got
trash.
us, Jay. They got us.
Ah, yeah, but secretly there are rides somewhere. Okay, great. Well, thank you.
We're gonna take you for a ride. It's real amusing.
Yes! Oh, I'm so
Wow.
pumped. What's your name? I'm Jay. This is Andrew, and this is our wonderful servo skull Daniel.
I'm Rory.
Rory. Great name.
Yeah. We're the welcome committee, and we're also, you gotta pay to get into this theme park you're talking about.
What kind of theme park are we talking about? What rides are we looking at?
I mean, be straight with me. Be straight. Cotton candy, funnel cake,
Yeah.
or both.
Oh, there's all sorts of great treats for you. Now, before I can tell you anything more about this theme park, look, you gotta understand, you gotta pay to get in, my friends. You gotta pay to get in.
That seems odd. You seem to be dodging a lot of the amusement park questions.
Well, I mean, Jay, it is a secret amusement park, and
Right.
I did read up that there is something called an entrance fee, and then they give us a ticket, and it shows that we belong.
Okay, but none of them are wearing any matching uniforms. Like, I know it's a secret, but you'd think there'd be like something, right? They're all wearing just mishmash
mean, but-
outfits.
How are you gonna keep the secret if you're just walking around in these
So
matching
here's how
outfits?
this is gonna work. You guys both have pretty nice guns there. We're gonna need those. We're gonna check those in to make sure everything's safe here. You see, me and my boys here, we hold on to all the guns around here, so we'll hold on to those guns for you. And if you don't, well, I guess you could go on everybody's favorite ride, which is the Wavepool. Yeah, the Wavepool.
Oh man, a wave pool! This
Wow.
place rocks.
Yeah, if we don't give it up, we at least get access to the wave pool. That's not a bad deal.
Well, I mean, I'm not giving him my gun, so like.
Well, hold on a second. This might be for safety reasons, right? These things could go off wildly. If I remember correctly from the brochure, I believe Emperor Island actually did require you to check weapons, so it is a valid concern. But
Yeah, but they're a little fancier. In this place, you know, it's a secret place. I get that, but at the same time, I'm also very suspicious. And,
suspicious of
I mean, you
what?
can give him your gun, but I'm not giving my gun.
Well, hold on a second. We got to be in this together. If you're just running around and you, for some reason, get on rides with your gun, that's going to be way more exciting than if I don't have mine.
Hold on. Let's ask him, sir. If one of us gives up our guns, does that gives us access to the other bits, not just the wave pool?
You gives up the gun, they can come along with us, and we'll show you a good time.
Show us a good time. Okay. Well, outside the wave pool, what else we got going on here? Do you have a brochure or something?
Rory, why are you still talking to them? Just take their stuff.
Wait a
I'm
second.
trying conversational with these dummies.
Take our stuff? Hold on a second. What kind of amusement park business are you running here? Daniel, I'd like
You
to...
guys, I think these guys are trying to shake us down.
I'd like to roll an
do you
insight
not
check,
figure that out
Daniel.
yet?
Can I roll an insight check?
Okay, yeah. Difficulty 1 insight check.
AKA, could Jay roll a 1 on his wrath die?
That's exactly what I was thinking. This is where I part with all of my meaningful items.
You should just roll the wrath die and nothing else.
No.
and see what
I gotta
happens.
see how good or bad this is. Okay, thank God I didn't get a 1 on my wrath die. It was a 2, so it's close, which quite honestly speaks to maybe how thick I've been throughout most of this engagement. But I did pass, Daniel. I'll let you know I did pass. In fact, I got twice as many that I needed. It wasn't a great roll, but it was good enough. I'm just like in my mind, this is like the idiot's version of like a mind palace. Of like, I'm like in my mind, I'm like, wait a second, and I'm like piecing all of their conversation together. I'm like, take your guns. That guy's got a flamethrower. Wait a second, that doesn't sound like normal things at an amusement park. Maybe it's just a weird amusement park. But wait, maybe it's not an amusement park, and it just like pulls out of my mind.
While you were doing that, mine is just way more simple. You just see all of these equations. Maybe some are correct. Maybe some make no sense. But it's just a sea of equations going across the screen. And then it comes to 1 + 1 = maybe 2. All right, let's go.
And Daniel, I turned to you after you just said you think you think they might be shaking us down. I turned to you and I looked very seriously in your eyes. I'm like, Daniel, I think these people are trying to shake us down.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Wait, Jay.
Yeah?
Don't give him your gun.
Yeah, I know that. Because
I mean, I just wanted to make sure. I mean, like, the options were still on the table.
I wasn't going to give him my gun. Why would, there's no...
Oh, you're not going to give us your gun? Okay, go for it. I'm going to seize the initiative and they're going to fire at you.
No.
Ah, damn it.
But my mind palace. I had to jump on them. In my mind palace.
They just see you just like crouched down with your fingers on your temples, like thinking hard and squinting one eye. And like, what the hell is that guy doing?
So there are 2 mobs that you are facing here, one in front of you and one behind you, both of which are 10 men strong.
Yikes. That's a lot of people. I don't like
Yes.
that.
Oh, I guess if it's a tight fit and we wouldn't be like cramping ourselves walking side by side, who's in front and who's in back?
Because we got to go back to back for this business.
I'd say you're probably in front.
In front in relation to what?
Like as in leaving the
Gotcha. Yeah,
the establishment. So the first out,
Yes.
essentially.
correct. I'm closer to the latter.
Yep.
I guess let me ask this follow-up question. Which of these mobs has the flamethrower? I'm furthest from that
The
one.
one in front.
Damn it. Well, I already
Probably
said I
should
was
have asked that
there.
first.
Ugh, cool.
The thing is, though, Jay, I think it's a narrow walkway, which means I'm pretty sure it's impossible for it not to hit us both.
It's going to hit both of you.
Now, what is this walkway made out of? Is this like a
It's
Temple
made
of...
of metal mostly.
Okay, I was going to say, is this a Temple of Doom type of situation? Where this idiot just lights us all on fire and we just go plummeting into the waters?
No, they've been... these guys have pulled this trick before.
We look down at the ground after like all of this discussion. We're like, wait a second. There's just like scorch marks everywhere in this
There
exact
are plenty of
location.
scorch marks here, yes.
Like, oh, well, shit.
You know, I thought that maybe it was just like they just decided to burn their own wood, you know, give it a little flair.
Yeah, I was literally imagining most of this time that these were like rickety, like small 2x4s nailed into like small pieces of wood type of setup. I was like, this is not safe for a fight, but metal is definitely better.
I mean, it's still not safe. It's metal things that are holding you up, but they're not particularly sturdy-looking metal things that are holding you up, if that makes sense.
Now, very
You're
important.
talking about metal walkways over an ocean, and salt water is crazy corrosive, so
Yes.
Yes.
probably very rusty.
Now, very important question before you try to light me on fire, Daniel. Not you, of course, the mob. You're just telling me about it, which I appreciate.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
yeah.
Because we're under the island, I'm assuming this is kind of like a dark alleyway. Would you say it's a dark alleyway?
Yes.
Would you say that there are shadows aplenty
There
in this
are
dark alleyway?
shadows.
Yeah. +1 to my defense.
Okay, so the first mob is going to attack. They're just going to make one attack with the flamer. The other ones are armed, but they're just going to make one attack and add +5 to the die roll because you add half of the mob size to it.
I have to share this. I know this is not what's actually happening. It's just how mobs work. But when you say like they together make one attack with the flamer, I'm imagining the old Vox cast to Power Rangers when they would all huddle around one gun and they're like, "Do it!" And like all of these like 10 guys just huddling around one flamethrower, like, flame attack.
He takes it. The flamer guy takes a knee, and everybody's got a hand on his shoulder.
Yes, yes.
Like, you can do it.
They're all piecing their canisters together into one super flame gun. Fire the flame gun.
Really well as a team. We
yeah,
should
they're
learn from
super coordinated, and the poses are excellent.
Yeah, they're all extremely supportive. Anyway, they're going to attack. It's going to be against both you and Andrew.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, my defense is a 3 because I am so mighty.
Well, my defense is a 6 because the shadows.
They don't have any 6s to push, but they both hit.
Oh, man, that's rough.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking about shadows on a rickety walkway. That's basically a straight line.
And fire is the enemy of shadows, so no good.
Yeah, but fire also can make shadows when you think about it.
Ah, that's right. Not helping right now, Daniel. I'm on fire.
I just imagine at the start of this fight, like, as Daniel's telling us how we're about to be incinerated, he just safely flies, like, 5 feet above us. So that he doesn't get hit. He's just looking down.
Good luck, fellas.
Okay, first, it's 11 damage straight away.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I only have 8 in my resilience, so I'm going to have to try to soak some of this with my shock. So I've got 4 determination. There's no AP to this, right?
No AP.
Cool. So I've got 4 determination. I've got 9 shock. Let's see if I can shuffle some of this off. Oh, yeah. I rolled a 6 and a 5. I can literally pass off the 3 that would have gone to my wounds. So I do lose a total of 3 shock because I used 2 dice. So I'm down to 6 shock, but I'm fine. Yes! So Leith, I dodged those flames. And Andrew, I don't even think that hurts you, does it?
Nope. The flame just rolls over me, and I'm just like, man, it was all that buildup just for the hat.
Nice.
But you are now also both on fire.
Oh,
That's
right.
true. Promethium is clingy and burny.
No good. I don't like that. Do we need
So
to...
you're going to be taking 1d3 mortal wounds at the start of each of your turns.
Whoa! Unless we stop, drop, and roll?
You're going to need to take your action to throw yourself prone and roll around in an attempt to extinguish the flame with a difficulty 3 athletics test.
Wait.
If you succeed, you're no longer on fire.
Wait, Daniel. You have 2 fire extinguishers.
I was gonna say...
How do we activate Daniel mode?
Oh, it'll activate. Daniel just forgets sometimes that we have narratively consistently declared that he has 2 fire extinguishers attached to him at any given
It's
time.
double-barreled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, we might have to roll to see if they work correctly, but, you know, they're there.
Or if we forgot to fill them or not.
No. They're there. They're fine.
I think the way it will work is you'll have to take an action to activate them. You won't need to make a roll to make them work, and it will put both of you out.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Now, what's the other mob doing? We know the one mob power shot us with flames.
Well, the way it works is one of them gets to go, then one of you gets to go, then one of them gets to go.
Oh, of course. Perfect. I thought they were acting in perfect unison, but just in teams.
No.
Great. Well, Andrew, what do you think? I think we both can do some meaningful damage here. We gotta have to split up anyways. What do you think, buddy?
One of you's gonna need to take an action to put to turn on the fire extinguisher, though. Or you can ignore the flames and make a difficulty 3 willpower test to just keep fighting even though you're on fire. But you will still take the D3 mortal wounds.
How do you feel about that willpower test, Andrew?
I mean, my willpower's, it's just fine. It's just fine. It's just fine.
Yeah. Good, right?
I mean, a 3 is, like, reasonable, especially when my willpower's a 3.
Yeah. 100%.
My worry is that we activate the fire extinguisher right now and put ourselves out, and then they just put us on fire again.
See, that's my thought. So I've got an idea.
Only the one flamer.
I've got an idea. If you trigger Daniel's fire extinguisher and then barrel into the group that you're near, that'll open me up to go into the fire extinguisher people, and I can just start smacking
No, they
them.
don't have a fire extinguisher. They have.
You mean flamethrower?
That's what I meant to say. They would never be so cautious to include a fire extinguisher as well. That would be truly dangerous. But yes, we could do that, Because, I mean, you're pretty resistant to damage at this point with your armor and whatnot, so you could just throw yourself into that one mob, and they can just scrap at your armor.
All right, so I will activate first, and I will attempt to activate the fire extinguisher. So, Daniel, what do I need?
You succeed automatically. The only thing is that you are using your action to do that.
Okay, so we did refill it. Does it put both of us out or just one of us out?
It will put both of you out, yes. I'm sorry, my little arms can't really use it that well. I need your help to activate the fire extinguisher. But
they are powerful, Daniel. We understand. And I immediately charge at the mob that has yet to act. So I put myself in close combat range with them.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to attack, but you just run up to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just saw a big machine man who was formerly on fire and didn't seem to care, then charge them and get right up to them and menace them, but not actually attack them yet.
Yes.
Because I activate first, I still have to take D3 mortal wounds, though, right? Because it's
you
at
do
the
have to
beginning
take the
of my turn.
D3 mortal wounds, yes.
Okay. Here we go. I took 2, so...
Okay. Yeah, nothing you could do to prevent the mortal wounds. You were just, you
Nope.
were on fire. That's just how it goes.
Well, that was another reason for me to go first, because I just have more health than Jay in general. So.
Indeed, you do.
This other group is feeling a little overwhelmed by you rushing at them. But again, they all have relatively boring sort of weapons, except for each crew has like one pretty powerful weapon. And this one pulls out a plasma gun.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you ran at them, Andrew. Just saying.
Well, I am in close combat range for them, so they will have to disengage to fire it at me.
Yeah, I believe they can't actually fire that in close range unless it's a pistol.
So are you going to leave combat?
Let me double check that, because they're a mob, so it's a little bit different for how the mob works.
The tendrils of the mob splits off.
Just a second.
The mob uses mitosis.
Or the mob could just, fire it into itself.
Yeah.
Listen, these guys did a team building exercise, but it's not that close. It was more just trust falls, less I'll put my life on the line for you.
I don't know. I love the narrative that this is just a really supportive group of thugs. Hey, man, how was the steal yesterday? It was great. You know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, man. It's yeah, these are pretty nice. I mean, we're going to kill them, but it's good to know they lived a fulfilling life.
How it's going to go is 2 of them are going to remain sort of locking you down, Andrew, while the rest of them back up and then shoot you with their gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can they potentially hit one of those 2 that are locking him down?
If they roll a 1 on their wrath die, yes.
Yes, do it.
Damn it.
Also, if they roll a 1 on their wrath charge, they are supercharging their weapon, so they will take mortal wounds.
Yes.
And it will explode.
This would be amazing if they rolled a 1, they killed their friends, and then they blow up and the rest of them die. All in one go. Come on.
They don't usually have to use it. Normally, they just sort of point to their guns and people give them the stuff they want.
They don't even fully understand how it works. So I flip the switch, right? It's makes a really loud noise. Uh-oh.
Well, you have to roll a 1 now, Daniel.
Yes.
You're narratively obligated because they
to
haven't
blow
checked
these
their
guys
guns
up
in a while.
It's true. I think it fails on a 1 or a 2.
I don't think so.
I'll be fine.
You're gonna be good. No worries.
Hello again, just your friendly Imperial Scribe here to make you aware of some amusement park safety tips. Keep all arms, extended limbs, vats, unknowable cubes, and demon familiars inside the cart at all times. Safety is extremely important, and no one wants you dying away from the front lines. Truly a waste. Of course, what isn't a waste is joining our Patreon. There you'll unlock bonus adventures and get early access to regular episodes like this 2 weeks ahead of time. Very exciting. And with that said, I'll return you now to the boys.
Okay, so there's only 8 of them in the mob right now, so they only get +4 to their ballistic skill.
Whoa, that's still a lot of pluses. Oh man, they're doing a super formation as well.
Yeah, smaller people have to work together to take down really powerful people.
Through posing.
Oh man, this gun's gonna hurt.
Yes, more than the flamer, that's for sure.
Okay, they hit you. They push 2 6s.
Oh god.
That sounds.
So this is how it ends.
That sounds real bad.
All right, Andrew. So you are now dying, which means you immediately suffer a memorable injury and fall prone, and you cannot stand up while you are dying. And if you take any amount of damage that would make you suffer any more wounds while you're dying, you're going to suffer a traumatic injury. And then you'll have to, and then there's some other things you'll do on your turn whenever you take damage. And if you don't roll well, you'll just die.
Well, it was a fun run, everybody.
But you can take actions while you are dying. You can crawl. You could take a basic combat action. So you can't aim or multi-attack, but you can just normal attack. And you can fall back.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, here's my memorable injury.
Yeah, roll a d6.
I got a 2, so it's a battle scar.
Okay. Big old battle scar from this plasma gun that just blasts you through the chest.
You'll have to think about where your battle scar is, because most of your body is robotic. So really, if it's just a basic scar, we're just gonna buff that out. Just like,
So I think what happened is that my left hand was really like the only hand that was mostly human and intact, and it just vaporized my left hand.
Jeez. So your battle scar is you lost your left hand?
Well,
I
no,
lost-
so the memorable injury isn't actually, that wouldn't be lose your hand yet. That would be a traumatic injury.
A giant hole
I
through your
lost
hand.
a bunch of my fingers, let's say.
I think that's fair. But
Yeah.
now you'll be some fingers down, which is no good.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is the downside. This is my internal dilemma, because now with missing a few fingers, supposing I survive this, that means that like my robot brain will be like, well, why don't you just replace the whole thing then?
Yeah.
And then there's even less of me left.
But I will capitalize at this period of time on our rock, paper, scissors Emperor's game, because clearly you are disadvantaged now.
That's bullshit, and I immediately veto this.
Jay, it's your turn. These random thugs that ambushed you underneath this random dock in the middle of a minor planet might just be you guys' end. Because 40K is like that sometimes.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? They're still willing for you guys to surrender.
I didn't expect this type of response, and I was preparing to go at the ones with the flamer, but I look back and I see the blast, expecting it to be like Andrew, like whipping out one of his guns and just vaporizing someone, and I see him collapse on the ground, and like these idiots like chuckling, doing their pose next to a plasma gun. And like,
yeah, these must be some of the weapons that like rogue traders have been bringing into this planet, like you did.
Yeah, like we did. Good. It's almost like there's a lesson there, but I'm way too fucking pissed to be learning anything right now. And how this looks, because this all happens in a moment, is this cloud, this plume of the basically the fire extinguisher smoke that you blasted onto our spot, which Andrew like broke out of to charge at them, and there's still this plume like over me, and like I'm in my chameleon cloak, and you see like the chameleon cloak start to like shimmer as like the old coat like wears away, and it starts to reveal like some of its normal shape before it slips into more of a darker tone as my eyes fade in the smoke. I don't know if I can do this, Daniel, but I'd like to make a move out, but I'd want to try to do it stealthily. Can I make this move with a stealth check to see if I can get a better jump on them with this?
What do you say move out? What do you mean?
I'm trying to quickly move out of this smoke, the fire extinguisher smoke, letting it give me some semblance of cover in this shadowy downstairs area so that I can get a little bit more. I want to just get a better angle on these mobs. Basically, I'm still going to do an attack, but I'm wondering if it's possible for my move that's going to be followed by an attack to give me a little bit of an advantage if they can't see me coming. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. Make a stealth check for me.
All right. Let me know if I need to like spend a wrath point or something to make this happen, but
No, this is fine. I mean, this whole situation is not fine.
It is not fine.
But
I'm trying to make it regular fine. So what's the difficulty to do this cool thing? And if it's difficult, that's fine. But again, it's
difficulty 5 to be sneaky. There's not really many places you can hide.
because I'm trying to like do like a vanish move like in the middle of this walkway, but the smoke is obscuring me. So all right, so 5, huh? Ooh, okay. My wrath die didn't help me that much. Okay, I got exactly a 5, and I had 12 dice. That was a terrible roll, but because my stealth is real good. But I do pass. So like I said, like they see my silhouette like shape and change a little bit and then disappear, and then like the smoke kind of like slowly like nestles and rests on the ground, and I'm gone. And then out from like the corner in the shadows, like leaping off one of the sides, because I assume this is a metal plank. Does it have any like railings on the side?
There used to be a railing, and now there's just sort of the suggestion of a railing at some point.
What, a
but
sign
you're
that
able to
just
push
says
off of that.
should be a railing here, and it's just like a picture of a guy's hands in the air, like I don't know, no one pays me enough. So off like one of the side of like the poles that connect the walkway to the ceiling of this thing, the first appearance is like out of the shadows, like in one of the steps of light, is you see like my foot, and I launch myself at the mob that shot Andrew with the plasma gun, and in the moment, both of my hands are in perfect concert because I have my right hand spinning backwards towards the mob with the flamethrower, while my left hand slips under my cloak, and you see me pulling out my witchblade to close the distance, and I am using one of my newest abilities, dual wield, and I'm going to do a multi-attack. Now, typically, a multi-attack means I would take a difficulty 2 to both of my actions, but because I have the special talent or ability, I forget which one it is, dual wield, I get no penalty for doing 2 actions, which I'm going to do. And I can do 2 separate weapons with each of these. So my first is going to be my pistol, which I'm going to shoot back at the flamethrower mob, let's call them.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that first and save the best for these assholes last. So I've got a ballistic skill of 10. Daniel, what is my difficulty to hit this mob?
Their defense is 3 normally.
Okay. I don't think I can salvo while doing a multi-attack. So I'm assuming that I can't do that, because that would be, I could do like a full auto and just release the full clip into them.
No, because the salvo is a type. It's a type of attack.
It's a type of
action.
attack, and multi-attack is a type of attack. It lets you do multiple combat actions, but I think salvo requires like one particular focused combat action. So, all right, so we'll just roll the 10 dice. Oh yes. Oh God. Oh Daniel, they're in danger. So
I'm in danger.
I rolled a bunch of 6s. I'm going to use one of the 6 dies that I rolled and a 4 to hit that 3 defense. And then I've got 2 6s I can push, one of which is going to take my gun to AP 3. The other 6 is going to get me extra damage. And then my final 6, Daniel, is on my wrath die. That's a critical hit, baby!
Okay, so it's a mob. So if you do even 1 damage, you kill a member of the mob.
Mm-hmm.
The number of icons rolled on the attack test determines how many individuals in the mob are hit. Every icon rolled over the mob's defense means an additional individual in the mob is hit.
Okay.
So how many successes did you have over the
hitting?
3?
Yeah. So I got 3 6s over the initial, and one of those 6s is a crit on my wrath.
So 3 6s, so that's going to be 6 of them. A 6 is 2 icons.
Yes.
So you're going to hit 6 in addition to the one you hit. So you hit 7 of them.
Yes.
You kill 7 of them before we even get to the crit.
Amazing.
We could say the flamer blows up and takes out the entire crew.
Just have that as the critical hit.
Do we say that?
Hit the fuel supply.
I think that's the critical hit, because I think you hit them hard enough and with that
so
crit,
spectacularly.
yeah. Maybe one of them's like still alive, but he's not in a condition to fight. You know what I mean?
Good. I need somebody to answer for this. So that's rad. So off the pillar, these guys don't even know. So like, oh, the smoke, he's not in the smoke. And then just complete like razor blades through the air, just ripping through most of them. And the last one hits the tank and just blows it up. And then the other ones with the plasma gun, still in their stupid formation, look up and I unsheath my witchblade and just complete rage in my eyes for downing Andrew. And I'm going to hit him with this thing. And here we go. So my weapon skill is an 8, so not as good as my ballistic skill, but it's a witchblade, so I'm counting on it to get the job done. So here we go. Defense is a 3 as well. These are 8 guys, by the way, because they peeled off.
Yes.
So, all right. I like it. Oh, good roll. That was perfect. So the icons above the 3 to hit is a total of 5. It's 2 6s and 1 regular icon. So that means I'm hitting 6 of these idiots with my witchblade.
Yes, you are.
Perfect. I will subtract as many as I can to hit the guy who pulled the trigger on the plasma gun. You tell me. I know it doesn't give me an advantage.
That's the first one you kill.
Perfect.
The first one you kill.
He's the one that gets my ire the most. And this is a witchblade, and I don't think it's like how I think about the witchblade, because it's a force weapon. It doesn't have any AP. It is basically just massive force. Like, I swing it and it looks light, but when it connects, it's like a sledgehammer hitting you at like full power, right? Because this can dent tanks essentially. And the first person I hit who gets, as I said, all of my ire, I assume everyone else who gets vaporized afterwards is because of this first hit. It just goes perfectly connecting him like mid-face, like nose and eyes, crushes him completely and just detonates into the guys behind him. And that's what I do, because nobody fucks with my friends.
All right. Ouch.
Top of the round.
Okay, they're gonna go.
They're not, because I'm gonna spend the glory and go before them.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So I'm down on the ground, but I can still attack, and the idiots that are on top of me trying to hold me down got very distracted by an angry elf charging past them.
I'm sorry, a
And
what?
then-
Hey.
an angry Aeldari.
That word is hurtful. We prefer
charging past
space
them.
Keeblers, Andrew?
I don't think you do.
Nah, we don't.
And so these 2 guys that are still on me are fully distracted, and 2 guys really isn't like enough to hold me down, especially when half of my last human hand basically just got shut off. And so my right hand just very slowly, very deliberately reaches behind me and grabs what looked like an antenna, but is actually a long cudgel, and it activates, and I'm these 2 guys just like at the kneecaps. I'm just swinging full force with my shock maul right at their midsection.
Shock maul to kneecaps.
And hopefully, if I hit and do enough damage to them, not only does it take them off at the knees, but then they fall off the sides into the ocean and have that fun time.
Oh, Legolas in the ocean, which is full with, as we have spoken a bit off the recording, it's filled with Carcharodons, the space marines, not the sharks.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
space marine.
there's some things that happen when you are injured for your rolls. Whenever you make a test while dying, you replace additional dice in your pool with wrath dice equal to the number of traumatic injuries you are currently suffering.
Whoa.
So you're going to roll more wrath dice.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Well, I already got a traumatic injury, so am I just suffering the one from this combat?
You're actually not suffering. So again, you're not actually suffering any traumatic injuries. You're only suffering memorable injuries. So that actually won't change anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're cool injuries, that you can start
You
up a
have
conversation
memorable
with.
injuries, but not traumatic injuries. So you just roll normally. Traumatic injuries make it so you have to roll 6s on all of those dice to get a successful critical, but a 1 on any of those dice makes you start dying more.
Yeah, that's bad. I also, I do still suffer a -1 penalty because I am wounded. So
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're gonna need to talk about that a little bit. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh, I can't do any like special attacks, so I'm just gonna do my basic weapon skill attack.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I succeed, and I got a 6 on my wrath die.
Yeah. You know what that means? Breaking legs.
Do you have any additional successes beyond the original 3 you need to hit?
Oh, well, that's only the 2 guys, right? So I just need 1 over top?
You need 1 over top, yeah.
Yeah, I have exactly 1 over top.
Okay, good.
It was not the best roll. But I am, like, on the ground and dying. So, I mean, it's, I did good enough. All right, well, if you don't mind, with my critical hit, what I'm going to do is, normally this is a blunt force weapon. So, I mean, we've seen it crush, Farseers and do other damage and stuff like that. But it does have a power field around it. And power field separates molecules from each other. And so I swing, and you'd think it would just, like, break their legs. But it's with such force with this critical hit that it literally severs them at the knees with a blunt force weapon as they're distracted by the space Keebler that's behind them. And in terror, they both fall off at the knees in either direction from the walkway down into the water screaming.
And Andrew, you know what it does break? Their spirits.
I mean, I'm sure that's the last the last thing they think about as they hit the water is, damn it, if only my spirit had survived.
Wait, so how many did you... Jay killed 6 of them.
I killed
is that right?
6, Andrew just killed 2, and we established that the other group exploded with maybe 1 survivor just, like, crawling on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 2 left.
There's
There are
2
two
still in
left.
combat with Jay, and that's it.
Yeah, right here, right with me, right where I want them. Let's see what they got, Daniel. They gonna try to run?
They're going to try to stab you.
Interesting.
It's those team building exercises. It gave them better resolve, It's paying off slightly. They did decide that, instead of just trying to rob us and realizing it was a bad idea, that they tried to murder me, and it went really badly for them.
It certainly did. Well,
But now you're seeing sort of the danger of mobs, because they will almost always hit you if there's a lot of them rolling
yeah,
together.
that's terrifying. So these 2 remaining dudes pull out some knives and are gonna try to stab me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
This will probably be less scary.
yeah. You know why it's gonna be extra less scary, Daniel? Because
What?
my defense is currently an 11. Enjoy. You want to know why?
11? How is it an 11?
Well, my defense is a 5.
Okay.
And I get +1 for parry for my Witchblade. I get
Okay.
+1 for the shadows, which takes it to a 7, and +4 for sidestep, which I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So let's see if these 2 idiots can beat an 11. I'm interested.
They literally just pull out a dagger and just go, ha! And then
They
you
rolled
just,
a 3.
you
Nice.
step casualty to the side, like, are you serious?
I know I didn't need to flex on that sidestep, but I really wanted to.
They rolled 7 dice and only got a 3.
Well, I can't move next round because I sidestep, but I don't think I'll need to because I'm going to end these guys right now. I'm assuming they're like out of fear. They go to attack me, and I just step slightly to the right with my Witchblade just deflect the knives. And
It's very patronizing. Very, very patronizing.
And again, like, Andrew's still like hurting on the ground, so like my rage has not subsided, and like it's one of those like where I flick the Witchblade and it just knocks their knives to the side. One of their knives. Let's say they have many knives, right?
No, it's just one knife, and the other one is holding his.
Oh, the other
face,
one's
helping
holding
him
it.
stab.
They're both holding the single knife. Still doing their poses, but less confident about them now. And like they look, and again, like the hood is hanging over my eyes, and it's just like death staring at them. And here I go, Witchblading again. And let's do that. Defense still a 3, Daniel?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, that is exactly what I needed. Hit with a 3 with 1 icon over, and just they don't even see it coming. Just right across both of them, collapsing their rib cages into the side of the plank, breaking through one of the sides of the column down into the water.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that the combat is resolved, I would immediately like to perform a Medicaid check.
Yes.
And while he's doing this, I run up to him and was like, Andrew, you okay, buddy?
You just see me holding up what's left of my hand.
Oh, no.
Not really.
Oh, jeez. That's going to make you... God. Freaking plasma weapons. Anything I can do to help?
stand over there.
What? Wait, no, I mean like with the medical stuff. I got 2 hands. That wasn't a knock on your hand, by the way. I just, I'm here. I can do some stuff, right? I've been watching you do stuff. I did a little bit of training on the side.
You just look, and I just deadpan stare at you, and then a bunch of like little medical arms come out of my backpack. Nah, I think I'm okay. I don't want you stabbing me anymore.
All right. Okay. And I step away to let him do his thing. Daniel, while he's doing that, I am going to look back to the original group I shot, because I wasn't immediately next to them, so I didn't clock how many were still alive. Do I see one of them crawling on the ground?
Yeah, there's one of them who's on the ground. It was Rory who was talking to you earlier.
Oh, Rory. Oh, I've got some stuff to talk to you about, my friend. I sheath my witchblade and my pistol, and I just stroll right up to Rory. But, Andrew, you're doing some complicated surgery.
Yeah, so I rolled a Medicaid check. I did use my second Wrath to get a slightly better roll. Now, to be clear, Daniel, even though I went past my maximum number of wounds, it still counts me as 0, right?
Yeah, there is not negative wounds in this system.
Okay. So I passed well enough that with the roll that I got, I am able to get 3 wounds back.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was actually a good roll. Like, because you need 6s essentially to get any kind of wounds back beyond just stabilizing. So my reroll actually got me 2 6s, so that's nice. But that was real bad. Holy crap! 21
Jeez.
damage, pen 3. My word.
Did the plasma gun survive?
I'm assuming not.
You mulched that guy.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I
I might have
it
damaged the
survived.
plasma gun in the process. I mean, not the guy. I mean, the plasma gun itself.
The plasma gun is damaged. You might be able to get it back on the ship and repair it.
You were very indiscriminate.
I
Let's be clear.
wasn't. I was not thinking clearly. It was rage.
Like, it survived, but it's there and over there, and there's a little bit of it there.
Now, to be fair, the plasma gun does require 8 people to fire it at one time.
To fire it that well, yes.
So we just need to learn the shadow jutsu technique, and then we can fire it ourselves.
Yes,
All
we
right.
need Guybrush.
Okay,
we
I
need
think
Man
you've got
Brush.
too many painkillers in you, Andrew.
Yeah.
No, or not enough painkillers, and I attempt to wink at Daniel, forgetting that I have my goggles on.
You're just winking at a fish in the water below. Right, Daniel?
I'm winking at the images of the guys that are slowly drowning because they have no legs.
Oh my god. It's so dark. Daniel, give me a thumbs up. And they're like Daniel. Oh god. So I see Andrew kind of stand up, and I stand over to Rory and I flip him over. Rory.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you guys?
Rory. Now, want to clarify a very, very important thing to me and my friend here. Is there an actual secret amusement park somewhere here on this island?
No.
Oh my god. You read my mind. I mean, like, the hand. This really sucks, but I mean, a wave pool could have really done a lot to lift my spirits.
Yeah. Now, Rory, usually I'll murder 19 people indiscriminately for shooting my friend with a plasma gun. And I grab him by the lapels, I was going to say, but I grab him by the shirt and pull him up.
Yeah.
But you lied to us about a fucking wave pool, Rory. A wave pool. You know when the last time I've been in a wave pool, Rory?
No, I don't.
Really long time, Rory. Really long time. So I'm going to give you one chance, Rory, to make up for this. You're going to tell me, how do we easily get to a city called Aeldari? And specifically, I'm looking for a port nearby here. Somebody who runs a ship back and forth, maybe by the name of Susan, I believe. Suzanne? Why am I thinking of Susan? Well, I know why I'm thinking. Doesn't matter. You don't need to know, Rory. I'm looking for an easy way off of this dumb, stupid island and to get to Aeldari without running into any trouble. You think you can provide that information for me, Rory?
I'm not a blockade runner. I know some people. Justine, she does a good job. I could try to get you set up with her.
Justine, I think that's what the name was. That was the name that I was given, right, in the bar? I believe
Yes.
Sister?
Yes.
Yeah. Justine. Yeah, Justine, great. You think you can make an introduction, Rory?
Sure.
Great.
I'm sorry for the misunderstanding that we've had here today.
No. Everybody gets really excited about wave pools, Rory. That's what happened here. So I think the easiest way to square this away is you'll pay for our travel with Justine, get us in good, and give us all the information you've got on all Rankin. Sound fair? Or, and I lift him up and put him over the side next to the sign that's like a guy again who's like, sorry, we didn't put a railing in. And I'm
I've
like,
never been to
oh,
all Rankin.
Oh, you're gonna give him to the wave pool.
Yeah. If you want to see a wave pool up close, the one we're missing out on, here's your opportunity, Rory. What do you think? Think you can get us some info?
We sometimes we make deals with the Amaranthian Syndicate, and I know they're doing something at all Rankin. I don't know what, but they sell us weapons, and they've been asking questions about I don't know what. There's something weird going on in the city. I don't know what. Something about eating corpses. That's what I heard.
And I look back and eye Andrew like, this information.
And like you're looking at me, but I'm jacked up right now, and I'm definitely looking in the wrong direction.
You just hear this?
Like I think I'm chastising him and waving my finger at him, and it's definitely at Daniel.
Which again is a man drowning in the water. I'm like looking to you for confirmation and see that you are clearly off somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll have to check on him, and look back at Rory. Well, Rory, it sounds like you could actually be of some really serious value and make up for the fact you nearly killed my friend. Isn't that great news, Rory?
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm glad that to be fair, you killed a bunch of my friends.
I'm sorry, Rory, are we trying to balance the scales here? Let me whip out
No, I'm just trying to make sure that we all
let me just count for you, and I let go with one of my hands, so I'm only holding him with one. I'm like, whoa, you're really heavy, Rory. Now let me count on this one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely more than 5 of your friends. I'm probably going to need my other hand to count the rest. What do you think? Do you think I need to count anymore?
No, I don't think you need to count anymore. Just, I can't help you anymore. I'm just a guy.
Just a guy, Rory. You're going to be our connection to Justine. You're going to pay for our travel. And you're going to, while we're on the way there, give us all the information about this Amaranthian Syndicate.
I can't go to Akreg. No, wait, that's the name of the planet we're on. Shit. Okay.
You're freaking out, Rory. Get it together. Slap him. Focus up, Rory.
I can't go to all Rankin. I can't.
You don't have to go, Rory. You're just going to pay for our travel, introduce us to Justine, and before we let you go, you're going to tell us everything about this syndicate. Sound good?
I don't know much, but sure. Yeah, great deal.
Awesome. Because, Rory, it sounds like you're talking me out of letting you off this ledge. Unless you want me to keep you here and drop you into the water. You want to stay here on dry, land, or you want to go to the water?
Let's stay here.
Perfect. Rory, we have ourselves a deal. Excellent. And I pull him back on, and
I thought he was going to join his friends in the wave pool. They look like they're having so much fun.
Oh, God. I can only imagine what drugged up you is seeing. Like, it looks like a wave pool to you.
They're waving at me underneath the water, and they're clearly not.
There's
just,
fish, like
bobbing.
surfing nearby. Like, yeah, wave pool. So I dust him off, but I aggressively dust him off. While I'm doing it, I'm checking him for, like, weapons or guns or anything else he might have on him. Do I find anything?
Nothing in particular. He has a las gun.
I definitely take that from him.
Yeah.
And pocket it. All right, Rory. Well, let's lead the way. What do you say? And Daniel, we're gonna need to check on Andrew before we get any further along. He's looking real loopy. How you feeling, buddy?
Oh my God, the bubbles! There's so many bubbles.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bad sign.
I should go in. I should go in and join them, right?
No. Oh, geez. On second thought, Daniel, I think we're gonna take Andrew back to the ship temporarily. Put Rory here in timeout on the ship, and then
you guys have a ship?
Yeah, you're gonna get a real nice view of it, Rory. And
who are you guys?
Who are we? We're Inquisitors for hire, baby. Exterminatus not included.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It appears our boys will need to regroup and heal up before making their way to All Rankin. Of course, now they've got quite a bit more information, and the name of a syndicate that may be up to more than just gun smuggling. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app? We'd really appreciate it. Our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. Music in this episode was produced by Kevin MacLeod of Incomptech.com. You can find the track listing and credits in the show notes. Of course, as a Patreon backer, I hope you take the chance to join our Discord. We've got a ton of great people already on there chatting everything RPG and 40K, with the boys dropping by on the regular as well. Until next time, goodbye.